Look in the mirror. Be honest. Are you the exact same person you were 6 months ago? Same anxieties? Same bank account? Same excuses? If the answer is yes, it's not because the world is stagnant. It's because you are. Welcome to INVICTUS X. Today, we stop adulting and we start training. Most people treat hobbies like anesthesia. They use them to numb the pain of a boring week. They call it unwinding. They call it balance. But the top 1%? They don't use hobbies to escape life. They use them to weaponize it. They view a hobby as a private training ground, a place where they go quietly, repeatedly, until discipline stops being a struggle and becomes their default setting. You don't need more fun. You need a practice. The Stoics had a concept. You don't rise to the level of your hopes. You fall to the level of your training. If you have no training, you fall to the bottom. I am going to give you 10 pursuits. On the surface, they look like normal hobbies, but underneath, they are psychological conditioning programs designed to build something dangerous, a version of you that doesn't fold. As Aristotle argued, self-discipline isn't a character trait you're born with. It is the result of practicing the right habits daily to overcome desires. It is essential for making moral decisions and achieving success. We are going to apply that Aristotelian discipline right now.
Hobby number 1. Boxing. I'm not asking you to fight the world. I'm asking you to fight the voice in your head that begs you to quit when your lungs burn. Boxing is the antidote to modern softness. In the ring, there is no negotiation. When a punch is coming at your face, your lizard brain screams run or freeze. Boxing teaches you a third option, composure. You learn to breathe while your heart is sprinting. You learn that fear is loud, but it is not your commander. Think about the last time you felt overwhelmed at work. That panic? That's the same biological response as a fist coming at you. If you can stay calm in the ring, a stressful email won't even raise your pulse. You stop reacting and start responding. Hobby number 2, journaling. This is not a diary. Dear Diary, today was hard is for victims. Journaling is tactical analysis. It is mental warfare with a pen. Seneca wrote about examining his day like a judge, not a lawyer trying to defend himself. When you write down your thoughts, you are forced to look at them. You realize that 90% of your anxiety is fiction. You see the loops you've been stuck in for years. Research suggests that activities like journaling serve as effective tools to clear the mind, alleviating cognitive demand and creating space for true relaxation. It is a method to empty the cache of your brain. Use the pen to cut through the fog. If you don't audit your thoughts, you will go bankrupt emotionally.
Hobby number 3, weightlifting. The iron is the best mentor you will ever have because it cannot lie. You can talk your way out of a bad relationship. You can charm your boss. But 200 pounds is 200 pounds. It moves or it doesn't. Lifting is not about aesthetics. That's a side effect. It is about authority. When you walk up to a weight that crushed you last week and you move it today, you prove to your nervous system that impossible is just a temporary state. Hobby number 4, calisthenics. If the gym is about moving objects, calisthenics is about mastering the machine you live in. Pull-ups, levers, handstands. It is humbling. There are no machines to stabilize you. It's just you versus gravity. Learning is not always easy. It requires stepping out of your comfort zone. Embracing discomfort is a crucial aspect of purposeful living. Calisthenics forces you to embrace that discomfort immediately. You can't cheat a pull-up. You are either strong enough to lift yourself up or you aren't. That binary truth builds a mindset that rejects shortcuts.
Hobby number 5, chess. Life punishes the impulsive. We live in a world of instant gratification. One click, one swipe, one dopamine hit. Chess is the cure. It is a silent battlefield that rewards clarity. In chess, you learn to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. In life, this translates to sacrificing a weekend of partying to build a business. It teaches you to look 3 moves ahead while everyone else is reacting to what happened 3 seconds ago. Critical thinking is the bedrock of effective problem solving. It enables you to analyze situations and draw well-founded conclusions rather than reacting emotionally. Hobby number 6, communication. This is the awkward hobby. Most people would rather die than speak in public or initiate a difficult conversation. That is exactly why you must do it. Practice the art of speaking clearly, not louder, clearly. Learn to hold eye contact until it feels weird, and then hold it a second longer. Learn to pause. Silence is power, but most people fill it with and like because they are afraid of the void. When you master communication, you stop apologizing for your existence. You become a person who commands the room, not by demanding attention, but by the weight of your presence.
Hobby number 7, reading. I don't mean reading Twitter threads. I mean deep reading. A book is a device that allows you to borrow someone else's suffering so you don't have to experience it yourself. You can learn in 4 hours what it took Marcus Aurelius a lifetime of war to understand. Reading is not just leisure, it is a powerful tool for exercising the mind. Neuroscience studies show that reading activates different parts of the brain, enhancing your ability to grasp complex ideas and focus. Read philosophy for resilience, read biographies for strategy, read psychology for defense. If you aren't reading, you are voluntarily fighting the war of life without a map. Hobby number 8, running. You aren't running to get skinny, you are running to callous your mind. There is a moment in every long run where your brain says, nobody is watching, you can stop, you can walk, and that is the moment where you win or lose. When you keep running simply because you said you would, you build self-trust. If you break promises to yourself, how can you expect anyone else to trust you? Running builds the identity of a finisher.
Hobby number 9, high income skills. Coding, copywriting, sales, video editing. Stop waiting for a job. A job is a role someone else gave you. A skill is leverage you built yourself. In the modern economy, you are either a consumer or a producer. The consumer pays, the producer gets paid. Learning a high-income skill is how you stop begging for opportunities and start creating them. Hobby number 10, content creation. But I don't want to be an influencer. Good, don't be. Be a creator. Creating content, videos, articles, podcasts, forces you to clarify your thoughts. You cannot explain something simply unless you understand it deeply. It builds a digital footprint that works for you 24/7. While you sleep, your videos are networking for you. Your articles are pitching for you. In the age of AI, your personal voice is the only asset that cannot be commoditized. Let me tell you a story to drive this home. 2 men walk into a forest. The first man, the drifter, walks in looking for fun. He chases a butterfly, then a deer, then looks for berries. By nightfall, he is lost, hungry, and panicked. He has covered miles, but he has gone nowhere. The second man, the architect, walks in with a compass and an axe. He doesn't chase, he clears a path. He builds a shelter. He sharpens his tools. By nightfall, he is warm, fed, and safe. Most of you are the drifter. You jump from Netflix to video games to scrolling, chasing cheap dopamine butterflies. You are busy, but you are building nothing. The 10 hobbies I just listed, they are the axe.
They are the compass. Here is the rule. Do not try to do all 10. That is weakness disguised as ambition. Pick one, just one, and commit to it for 6 months. Treat it like a job. Put it on your calendar. Protecting that time is how you protect your future self. If you choose boxing, you don't miss a session because you're tired. If you choose reading, you don't skip a chapter because Netflix is on. The 1% don't have better genetics than you. They just have a practice they refuse to negotiate with. I want you to go to the comments right now. Do not just watch this and scroll away. Type the one hobby you are choosing to master for the next 6 months. Declare it. Make it real. This is INVICTUS X. We don't drift, we train. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the arena.